So the main focus area of the lean is that lean is more focusing on the waste, lean is more focusing on the Muda and smoothing the process flow. So one thing I want to tell you that Muda actually is about the waste, and lean is more simple technique, guys. Lean is more simple to implement, more simple, more easy to implement as compared to Six Sigma. And Six Sigma is a little bit more complicated if I'm comparing with the lean. And lean is not using so much statistical modeling. Okay, one thing you need to remember: the lean is not so much using statistical modeling, but Six Sigma is using a lot of statistics, and it is actually based on the statistical modeling. Okay, and lean is smoothing the process flow. And what is waste actually, guys? Waste is anything perceived by the customer not adding value to the products or service they consume. So anything which is not adding any value to the customer, that is known as the non-value added activities or non-value added things, and this is also known as the waste. So the groundwork of lean manufacturing concept is the Toyota production system, TPS. Okay, and TPS influenced many other Japanese manufacturers and came to the worldwide attention in the book. There's a book named as The Machine That Changed the World. And this is a very, very famous book. And here in this book, you can able to see different lean techniques, like for example, voice of customer, SMED, single minute exchange of die, single piece flow, full production. Okay, so these are the different techniques we are going to discuss about lean. And lean techniques and philosophies have been merged with Six Sigma to produce Lean Six Sigma. Okay. So guys, these are known as the five principles of the lean. Okay, these are known as the five principles of the lean. So first of all, we are talking about identify the value. Okay, so what is the value? Value is I can say value is the need of the customer, and value is the exact demand and necessity of the customer. These are the five principles, guys. These are the five basic principles of lean you need to remember. Or also you can say this is a lean framework. And let's say this is the first principle. So what is the first principle? You have to identify the value. What is the value? Value is always defined by the customer. So value is the main necessity, main needs of the customer, and it is always defined by the customer only. So this is the customer oriented methodology. In fact, both lean and Six Sigma both are uh, customer oriented methodology. And one thing I want to tell you that value is always defined by the customer. Okay, what are the exact value of the customer? What are the exact needs of the customer? And it is always defined by the customer. This is the first principle. The second principle is map the value stream. So map the value stream means that once the value is defined by the customer, that what is the way that value stream will be identified by the customer or received by the customer. Suppose there is a supplier, and there is a customer. So your uh, value is going in such a way from the supplier to your customer. Now you will see that what is the way by which you are passing your values. Like suppose these are all the value added activities. These are all the non-value added activities. Again, these are the value added activities. These are the non-value added activities. Now you will see that how you are actually supplying from your supplier to customer, and how many value added activities are there and how many non-value added activities are there. You have to reduce these all non-value added activities. You have to target all these non-value added activities. Okay, so this is known as the value stream. So what is the way through which you are passing your value from your supplier to your customer. That is the value stream. The third principle is create flow. Now you have to see what is the flow of the material, what is the flow of the information. So one thing you need to remember, that flow of material, flow of information should be very smooth. Okay. And another thing, it should be always in the forward direction. What do you mean by smooth and what do you mean by forward direction? That the flow should be in the forward direction, not in the backward direction. Means it should not have any obstructions, it should not have any bottlenecks. If it is having any obstructions, if it is having any bottlenecks, so what is going to do now? These are creating hurdles, these are creating the problems in the system, in the process. So you have to remove all these hurdles, obstructions, bottlenecks. That's why your flow should be very smooth and flow should be forward. Okay, so that is the third principle. The fourth principle is establish the pull system. Okay, guys, so we are talking about two types of system here, push system and pull system. So what is the push system? What is the pull system? So basically, pull system is a system where you are only making your products or service once you will receive the needs of the customer. But once you will receive the need or demand of the customer. If you are receiving the demand of the customer, then you are actually going to make any product, or you are going to make any or you are actually producing any service. That is the pull system. Like for example, in the automobile companies, I suppose you are going to purchase a car. So it is not like this that you will go and you will purchase a car from the showroom. Okay, then first of all you have to book your car, then your booking will be received by the dealer, your booking will be received by the company, then they are going to start the production of your car, and this is the pull system. Another system is the push system. So push system means first you do not know about the need of the customer and you are making products for the inventory in advance. Okay, so you do not know actually about the customer demand. You do not know about the customer demand. That is push system. So we are always talking about pull system in the lean principles because we want to reduce inventory. We have to reduce inventory, and this is the way we have to use pull system. This is pretty important. And the final principle is perfection. So this is the fifth principle. So after using all these principles, now you have to see for the perfection. You have to see for the continuous improvement. These are the five principles. These are the five lean principles generally we are talking here in the lean framework. Okay. So I hope so you will remember these five principles. Okay, guys, so these are the 7 plus 1, 8 based actually. These are the 8 based or 8 type of muda we are talking in the lean. What are these 8 based? What are these 8 muda? So 7 are the traditional and 1 is the new one. Okay, so 7 are the traditional based which was produced by the Toyota. What are the 7 traditional based? So the first one is the overproduction. So overproduction means any product which is producing extra, that is actually more than needed or before it is needed, that is known as overproduction. Suppose your customer wants 1,000 products and you are producing 2,000 products. So you are producing 1,000 more extra product which is not required actually right now. And this is known as overproduction. So this is one of the ways, guys. Second waste is extra processing or over processing. So what is this actually? So you are doing some over processing which is again not required by the customer. You are doing some extra processing, maybe extra machining, extra over machining, extra machining, which is not required actually, and this is also considered under the waste category. Okay. The third category is waiting. The third category is the waiting. So if you're waiting for your material from the supplier, or if you're waiting for anything else from your store department, so you are wasting your time just waiting for the next step in the process. And this is the third category. Okay. The fourth category is the motion. Okay, so unnecessary movements by people, like unnecessary walking and unnecessary movement by the workers, which is not required, and that is considered as a waste. This one is the fourth type of waste. The fifth one is the transportation. This one is the transportation, means the internal transportation. So unnecessary movements of products and materials inside your shop floor, inside your company, which is again is a waste of time and waste of your energy. Okay, so that is also known as the waste. Okay, this is the fifth waste. Sixth waste is the defects. So what is the defects means? Any efforts caused by rework or scrap and incorrect information. Okay, let's suppose you are making some products, and in these products there are a lot of defective items. So now what you are doing, you have to reduce the defects, you have to remove the defects, and for this you have to do rework. The rework is unnecessary work, okay, which is again consuming you a lot of energy, which is consuming you a lot of effort and time. So this is also one of the major problem. It's one of the waste. And guys, this one is the biggest waste in my opinion, which is the waste of inventory. Okay, so there are different kind of inventories, guys. We are talking here. Like for example, raw material inventory, work in process inventory, finished good inventory, tools and equipment inventory. So according to the principle of lean, inventory is one of the biggest waste actually. Okay, and according to the lean principles, you have to avoid with any kind of inventory. Okay, so this is also considered as one of the biggest waste. And the last waste is the non-utilized talent, or the waste of the potential of employees. What is the non-utilized talent or waste of the potential of employees? Like suppose you can give 100% in your work, but your managers, your senior people do not know about your strength, about your weaknesses. So I can say your talent, your skills is underutilized, or underutilizing people's talent, skills, knowledge. So this is the eighth waste, guys. These are the eight wastage generally we are having. We are able to see in any process, in any system. And now for this, you have to use different lean tools and techniques, or Six Sigma tools and techniques, just to reduce and eliminate these wastage. So guys, these are the lean tools and techniques. These are the lean tools, not all the lean tools. Generally, this is just the master class. So I'm just giving you a brief idea about lean tools. But if you are going to attend my green belt and black belt, then I will teach you so many different kind of lean Six Sigma tools and techniques which you can implement in your process, in your system, and you will be getting a lot of benefits actually. So these are some basic lead tools. The first one is the Gamba. So what is the Gamba actually? The Gamba is a place of work where you are doing some work actually. Like for example, shop floor, okay, or any part where you are actually doing some work. And the second is the Kaizen. So Kaizen is a small project actually you are doing, and this is a continuous improvement. This is a small continuous improvement by the everyone. And this is the Hoshinkanri. Okay, so Hoshinkanri is related to the policy deployment. Okay, so I will discuss one by one in the next slides. And this is another technique which is Jidoka, which is known as automation. So this is a combination of manual and full automation. This is not a full automation. This is a combination of manual and automation. And then we are having just in time, 6 week losses, TPM, total production, productive maintenance, okay. So guys, these are the different lean tools generally we are going to use in eliminating these waste. What is Gamba? So according to the Japanese people, Gamba means a real place, or in business refer to an area where value creation is happened, and in manufacturing it refers to the factory floor. It can also be a construction site, sales floor, etc. Okay, so the idea of Gamba in lean manufacturing is that management go to the factory floor to search and fix the visible problem. Okay, so we are having a lot of problems that, in fact, I'm also working as a consultant, so I've seen in a lot of industries that there are a lot of engineers, managers, they are hardly visiting shop floor and they are hardly visiting the Gamba place. Okay, so according to the lean, it is very important, it is necessary that you have to visit your Gamba place, you have to visit your place of working, so you will get to know about the problems which is facing by the workers. You have to know problems which is facing by your employees. Okay, so they can able to solve all these problems. Okay, so generally the Gamba walk, we are talking about the Gamba walk. So the meaning of the Gamba walk, just you will go there to your workplace, you will observe all the activities and you will monitor all the activities. And this is the Kaizen. The meaning of the Kaizen is the continuous improvement. Okay, so generally we are doing a lot of small projects. Okay, and believe me, this is a very important part actually for the lean, that if you are improving your processes to Kaizen, like Kaizen means a small projects, so you can identify any problem, you can identify any small project which you think so that it can be improved by the small project, you can do it through Kaizen. Okay, here you are selecting your team, your process skill team, and after that you are going to select this project and you are making your team and you are going to solve this problem in just 3 days, 5 days. Okay, so you are going to involve people from different departments, from different levels. So Kaizen is a very very important philosophy. Okay, and one thing I want to tell you, if in your company, if you're not having a process, if you're not having a culture of continuous improvement, then I think it's the best way to start with the Kaizen. Okay, Hoshinkanri, guys. Hoshinkanri, again, it's a very important technique of lean. The meaning of Hoshinkanri is that one thing you need to remember, that the culture in most of the Lean Six Sigma based industries are more open. People are more honest. They are sharing their ideas to each other. Okay, and you are not able to see uh, anything which is going to be hide by people. Okay, so Hoshinkanri means strategy should be made by the top level. Okay, so top level people, they are making the strategies. These strategies will be delivered from top level to senior level, then from senior level to middle level, and now from middle level to the bottom level. Okay, so it means whatever the strategies is making by the top level, this should be delivered up to the bottom level. Okay, this is the Hoshinkanri or policy deployment. You can see the same strategy is delivered to the senior level. They knows what are the strategies made by the executive people, and the same strategy is delivered to the middle level, and the same should be delivered to the bottom level. Okay, so this is the strategic direction of an organization set by the company's leaders is distorted. Okay, flows through the middle management. And the Hoshinkanri philosophy is about bringing all three levels into alignment, like top management, middle, shop floor people, bottom level. Okay, and believe me, this is a very effective technique, guys. Judoka, Judoka, it is a combination of manual system and automated system. Okay, so the advantages of the Judoka, you can easily able to identify any defect through sensors, through alarm system, through any system by which you can able to find the defect and you can remove the defects from the production line. Okay, so Judoka is a very beneficial technique actually. Just in time, guys. Just in time is again is a very important technique of lean through which you can actually able to control your inventory, and you are able to control a lot of things, and this is a very important technique for the supply chain also. Okay, so JIT, actually just in time, is a very simple idea that is essential in the modern supply chain management, and JIT sets out to cut cost by reducing the amount of goods and materials a firm holds in stock. Okay, and JIT involves producing and delivering finished goods just in time to be sold, partly finished goods just in time to be assembled into finished goods, parts just in time to go into partly finished goods, and materials just in time to be made into parts. So generally, we are talking about you have to produce materials at the right quantity, and it should be delivered at the right time. Okay, these are the 6 big losses we are talking here. Again, in the league, for example, loss which is related to the setup or adjustment of your tube, breakdown, like for example, your machine is not working, that is also a loss. Small stops, so there are small stops there during your working. Okay, that is also a loss. Your speed is going to be reduced. Okay, maybe due to some technical issues, some machine issues. Through this, your speed is going to be reduced. That is also a loss. Setup rejections. Setup rejection means you are setting up tools on the machine, and there are a uh, lot of defects which is producing in the starting phase. Okay, that is the startup rejections. And production rejection means the overall rejection which is done by the overall production. So these are the areas, guys. Okay, and you have to focus on these 6 big losses, and if you are focusing, then definitely you can able to control a lot of things. TPM, total productive maintenance. So guys, this is also a very important technique, and according to this technique, you have to focus on the proactive and preventive maintenance to maximize the operational time of the equipment. So according to the TPM, maintenance is not only the responsibility of the maintenance department. Okay, maintenance is the overall responsibility for each and every department, and you are actually going to involve different people from the different department. Like for example, you can involve uh, operators, supervisors, production people, manufacturing people. So they are also responsible for the maintenance. Okay, like you can give authority to your operators that they are looking for the maintenance of the machines, and they are doing all the cleaning, all the greasing on the regular time, and they are looking forward to maintenance for all their machines and machine parts. Okay, so this is just a shared responsibility for the different people, in the industry. Okayoke. Okayoke means mistake proofing. So Okayoke, it's a kind of technique which is very important just to prevent any mistakes. So you are actually developing the such kind of system in your processes that you can not allow any error, any defects there. Okay. For example, you are producing some jigs, some fixtures, such like that there is no defects will be allowed. Just a minute. So okay, so for example, like you are using petrol car. So you have to make sure that you should not fill up diesel in the petrol car or petrol in the diesel car. So how you can make sure that you can maybe change in the design of the nozzle, or maybe you can label in the petrol or label on the diesel car. Okay, so this is the way you can actually make sure that no mistake should be allowed. Okay, no defect will be allowed. That is known as a Okayoke or mistake. These are the examples, guys. For example, in the home, automated shut-offs on electric coffee pots, ground fault circuit breakers for bathroom or outside circuit, electric circuits. In the retail, you can see tamper-proof packaging. In the office, also spell check. Okay, in the word processing software. Okay, like for example, you are using Grammarly software, which is checking all the grammatical errors, spelling errors. So that is also that's an example of Puka. Okay, that no grammatical mistakes will be allowed. So these are the approaches of the Pokayoke. You can also apply in your processes. And first of all, you have to describe about the product or service defect and collect your data. And the second step, identify where the defect is discovered and where it is created. The third step is detail the standard procedures where the defect is created. Then the step number 4 is observe the process and identify errors, deviation from the standard procedures. Then investigate and analyze the root causes for each error or deviation, brainstorming ideas to eliminate or detect the deviation early, and identify the mistake proofing device necessary to prevent the defect. And finally, you have to test, you have to validate and implement mistake proofing devices to the process. These are all the approaches. So these are the key principles, guys, of the Lean Six Sigma. First of all, we have to focus on the customer, not on the business process. So I'm again repeating that Lean Six Sigma is a customer-oriented approach. This is a 100% customer-oriented approach. You have to look for the customers. You have to improve systematically. Okay, so this is a systematic approach, and you have to take decisions on the basis of the facts and the data. So you have to manage by the facts, not by the opinion, and identify and understand how the work gets done, not how you think it gets done. Okay, and you have to focus on the elimination of the waste, and you will manage and improve and smooth the process flow, and you will reduce your variation. And finally, the people closest to a process are best placed to improve it. So guys, these are the main key principles of the Lean Six Sigma. Okay, so this is the last slide, guys. Now I'm talking about now Lean Six Sigma basic structure and belt structure here. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the white belt. So this is just a basic belt. Actually, some of the companies are using, and some of the companies which are not using. So I'm not going to praise this white belt. Actually, this is more commercial in my opinion. Then this is a yellow belt. So yellow belt people means, you know. So guys, in Six Sigma, generally we are having different belt structures. Okay, like judo, karate, martial art. Okay, in martial art we are having black belt, brown belt. So like this here in the Six Sigma also, we are having different belts actually. Okay, so yellow belt means these are the people having a basic understanding of the Lean Six Sigma concepts. They report process issue to the green belt and black belt. So they are working under the green belt people, black belt people. They participate in different Lean Six Sigma projects, and they are working as a team members. Okay. Then there are green belt people. Green belt people generally they are middle level people. They are working always under the black belt. They are having more better understanding as compared to the yellow belt people. They are mostly working under the black belt. They are working as a team members. Yeah, but one thing you need to remember that green belt people they can able to lead the project, but a small project. Okay, they can lead small projects. For example, weekly projects or 10 days, 15 days projects. Okay, not large projects or not complex projects. Okay, they can lead small projects. Okay, you need to remember this thing. So, but mostly green belt people they are working under the black belt people. Okay, now there's a black belt. So black belt they are more experienced. They are much more experienced as compared to the green belt people. They are having advanced knowledge of Lean Six Sigma, and also they are really good in the statistics. They are really good in the statistical modeling, and also they are working as a coach, also mentor, also teacher, also for the green belt people and yellow belt people. And mostly these they are working under the master black belt people. Okay, and they are having very good experience. Then there is a master black belt. So these are the people who are having more experience as compared to the black belt people, and mostly these people are working at the senior positions, and they are actually leading any projects, large projects, and they are giving a lot of trainings. They are actually become involved in the training part to the black belt people, to the green belt people, and also the yellow belt people. And also they are actually selecting the justification of the project, that what type of projects you are doing and what is the justification of the project. And there's another category which is the champion category. So here in this champion category, These are mostly the senior people, senior most people, and these are the people who may or may not be Six Sigma certified, but they are always supporting your projects. Okay, so these are the champion people. These are the executive leaders who drive the initiative. Okay, they help select projects and remove all the barriers for the project teams. Okay, they also support change and develops a lean Six Sigma culture. Okay, so guys, if I'm talking about the salary point of view, then they are earning a lot of money in India as well as in US. If I'm talking about in India, the green belt people, they are easily earning about 12 lakh rupees. Okay, easily. And black belt people, they are earning easily 12 to 20, 24 lakh rupees. Okay, and master black belt people, in fact, they are earning 25 to 40 lakh rupees. They are earning a huge salary. They are earning really good salary, in my opinion. And if I'm talking about in other countries like in US, these people are earning about 60,000 to 90,000 US dollar per annum. Black belt people, they are earning about 100,000 to 150,000 US dollar. And master black belt people, they are earning more than 170,000 to 200,000 US dollar. Okay, so they are earning a lot of money, guys. Okay, you will not require any MBA. I mean, through the Six Sigma certification, you can earn a very good salary, as well as you can work at the good senior positions, and in fact, you can lead projects also. You can work as a consultant also later on in your later parts of your life. So, guys, this is it from my side. Whatever the